What's up, everybody? This is going to be your daily Tuesday reading for Tarot Tuesday, as I call it, where Tarot Tuesdays, if you guys are new to my channel, is where I only use tarot cards. So no oracle cards, that sort of thing. So I'm going to use the Mystic Monday Tarot and the Witches Tarot. So I'm going to do a general collective reading, and then I'm going to do a general love collective reading as well. So just be on the lookout for that, you guys. Be just to be mindful, you guys, these readings are collective energies, hence they're not personal readings. So you may find that they resonate with you at some points and some points don't resonate with you, and that's because it's not meant to resonate fully with you. Although that can happen to where you do resonate fully with a reading, but it's not guaranteed. So just take whatever resonates, and if it's not resonating with you, it's for someone else to resonate with. And if this reading, you find that this reading does not resonate with you at all, or, hopefully whatever reason you were drawn to this reading, whatever brought you here is going to guide you to find the reading or the messenger that is for you, okay? So it all works out in the end. So much love to you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. If you guys are existing subscribers, new subscribers, stop in every now and then. What's up? Alright, so I trust that these readings are divinely guided. Most High God, thank you. I trust that this reading is divinely protected. And I tap into the collective energy surrounding June the 11th, 2019 for Tuesday. What are the collective energies that surround us for Tuesday? What are the collective energies? Any resistance? The Moon card. The World card. I just heard quantum physics. I don't know why I just heard that. Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Alright, let's start off with this energy first. I'm going to use a clarifier deck, which will be Mr. Shiro Marchetti's tarot deck. So I'm just going to use this as a clarifier. Alright. You got 3 major arcana cards, so it's a lot going on today, energetically at least. So, the Moon card could be emotionally that you're being confronted with 2 choices, 2 different energies, 2 ways to perceive something, feel about something. It could be the unknown of, what if I make this decision, what is the outcome going to be? And you may be going off of very little other than your intuition, other than what you know internally or what you're gathering internally or the need to go within. So why is this a challenge for you? Because you know that whatever this is, you're being kind of put to the test a little bit by the universe, God, your angels, whatever you want to call it, to make a choice or decision that you know is going to be life-altering, or it's going to be very significant to you in some form. So I feel like it's changing a lot energetically. There's a lot at stake for some of you, and it's like you don't have much information other than trusting your own guidance and your own intuition. You may feel a little bit isolated, or you're isolating yourself so that you can come to your own conclusions or awarenesses. But I feel like some of you guys fear an outcome, whether or not it's going to lead to success or not. Even though you can foresee success, or you can foresee how either choice or one perception, or it could just be whatever you're viewing can be successful, just as maybe you're seeing it as it could be challenging or difficult. But one thing that I'm getting is that you wouldn't be brought this far if there wasn't something rewarding for you. Regardless of what the outcome is, you can't have too much expectations. Let me make sure that I have my non-interruption on. Okay, I wanted to make sure I have my non-interruption on because I don't want my reading to get interrupted. The Nine of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is like persevering. Spirit's telling you to persevere even if you're not able to see the outcome of things. You might have to confront and face your biggest adversities, your biggest challenges. It could also represent, yes, you may have in the past have been put to the test, been put through some terrible things, experienced some terrible things, or just had a lot of, why am I hearing all these crazy words? I'm hearing intermission. I heard quantum leap, like all these different energies or words. So with the Nine of Wands, it's something that is going to be completed. I believe the moon card is number 18, which is also number 9. If you break it down in numerology sense, 1 plus 9 or 1 plus 8 is 9. So there is, you have gathered enough wisdom. If you take it to the Hermit card, the Hermit is the 9th major arcana card, and that represents some sort of discovery or mastering, some sort of wisdom, being led by that guidance, taking time to internalize things and learn. And when you come out with that information, you're far more wiser than you were when you went inward. So there could be a fear of trusting yourself, trusting in what you know, whatever you've learned, whatever you've gathered. For you, it's going to be different for the next person that's watching. So you guys kind of have to use your own discernment and decide what exactly did you learn and what decision or choice you're making. It could be an abundance of things because I'm tapping into collective energies. So it's just not one person I'm speaking to. But this could also be something that you've asked for. You've set the intention for something to come to pass or manifested something, and now in order to have that, you have to continue to push yourself. And this red looks like, it reminds me of the root chakra, which is the first chakra. And this represents your grounding or feeling grounded, standing in your truth and your strength. So it could be that you can't give up. You came too far to give up and to turn back. In fact, you can't even go backwards to who you once were, what you thought you knew, or whatever it is. Like, you're at this point right now. And I feel like some of you guys may fear a positive outcome. Some of you guys may fear success, whatever this is. The Two of Pentacles represents your focus on weighing the pros and the cons of something or situation, or the way that you are. It could be the value. So it would be best. So say, for instance, you're kind of stuck in fear of making the wrong decision. Are you seeing things clearly? So it's kind of like, to put things into perspective, am I putting more emphasis on what could go wrong, or am I putting more of an emphasis on the positives that could come from this? Am I focusing on more so of what I wish to see, or am I focusing more on what I don't want to see to happen? Am I more focused on my fears and my doubts, past energies, in a way that it's stagnating? Or am I focused on the present moment and how to solve this situation, or what I would like to see in the future? So it's like all about perspective and balance. How much energy are you putting in? And then you have the Temperance card. So it's also about balancing energies as well. But it can also represent, the conclusion of this is that whatever you decide, what's meant to be inevitably is going to be. So no matter what decision you make, whatever choice, whatever you dwell on, inevitably whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. It's like this big ball, it seems to be outweighing all these little ones. So it's like you can put more heavy emphasis, or, you know, put bits and pieces of one energy into something and then one into another. But whatever the ultimate outcome is, it's going to happen anyway. It's a matter of timing. And it's also, some of you guys may see the effects, whether you perceive it good or you perceive it as bad, the effects of the energies that you've invested into things. So let's clarify before I move on to the love reading. So you have some Pisces energy, Capricorn energy, Sagittarius energy here in these cards. Now, it doesn't have to be anyone's specific zodiac sign or in their chart. It can represent like a time frame of something significant. The Four of Wands wanted to come out. So this could have something to do with an environment, your home, family, friends, loved ones, a partnership. The Lovers. The Lovers card is about choices. You got the King of Wands. So you have a lot of fire energy here. You have Aries with the Four of Wands. The King of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or masculine energies. You also have the King of Pentacles, or sorry, the Knight of Pentacles, which could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's known as a masculine card, but it can also be feminine energy as well. It could just represent an archetype. It doesn't necessarily have to be a specific person. The Lovers card, Gemini energy, is also about choices and decisions, weighing the pros and the cons, heart over mind, spirit over physical, lust over love, you know, that type of thing. It's a choice or decision that must be made, and it could be in regards to a romantic situation for a lot of you, or it could just be loved ones, something close to you, something that you've invested a lot of energy into, and that means a lot to you. That means the world to you. I'm getting Mars energy, a lot of Mars. So, some Jupiter energy. There's a strong passion to persevere and not give up. And I feel it may that you have to weigh the pros and the cons of taking action and where you're being led versus kind of, you know, pacing yourself and taking things slowly or being patient. So it seems to be that the more assertive, more passionate, driven energy is outweighing the steady, patient energy. So that could be two different energies of people, or it could just be energies that you're weighing within yourself. I would say that it's best to do some grounding work today, or some grounding meditations, maybe work on your root chakra, because it could be that you're a little bit out of balance in your energy. A situation, it could be out of balance, you know. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it made any sense, but hopefully it did. So let's go ahead and move on to the love energy reading. So this is also general, collective, so not every message is going to resonate with you or pertain to your situation. So you kind of have to use your own intuition and discernment, of course. Alright, so whatever your situation is, regardless of your status in love, I ask that the Most High God speaks to us in a way that we all understand in our own unique way. Whatever messages we're meant to take from this reading, if any at all, and what it is that we need to know at this time in regards to love situations. And sometimes it's not only romantic energies that come out, it can also be platonic situations. So just take whatever resonates. Alright, so let's see. What is the overall energy? The Fool. Four of Wands again in a different deck. So let's see. Four of Swords. The Lovers in another deck. Crazy. Whoa. The Nine of Swords with the World card in another deck at the bottom. And the Queen of Wands at the top. So this could have something to do with the energy that I just read for, tapped into with the general energy reading. So overall, with the Fool card, Spirit is telling you to release your control of expectations, okay? Or having a specific expectation other than this situation will, you know, be resolved, or it will be a positive outcome, whatever, you know, whatever positive affirmation or desire that you may have, okay? And even if you do have a specific desire, be open to the fact that it's going to work out in the best way that it's meant to work out, whatever this decision is, or this choice, or this path that you are on. Could be just companionship. For some of you, it could be moving in with someone, okay? It could have something to do with your home. It could have something to do with building a home or life with someone, okay? Others of you, it could be leaving, you know, your home for love, where that's literally moving out of your house and moving into another house, or, you know, moving at some far distance to be with someone. It could be that, or stepping out of your comfort zone, your environment, for your heart's desires, for love. And I feel with the Fool card, it's that inner child energy to where you are not heavily attached. That's how I see the Fool. He's not heavily attached to what could happen. He just knows that He didn't come, or was not guided to come wherever he is for nothing. There's a purpose to everything, and if that's how you have to see it, so be it. But I feel like this is a journey. There's some sort of just journey that is just beginning. There's a new chapter, new cycle, and I feel like maybe that's why a lot of you guys are taking your steps very, very seriously, which you have a right to. Just the heaviness and the burdensome energy that you're carrying is unnecessary, because we see with the Fool, he has a sack bag and there's not much that he's carrying with him. He has his dog. He's, you know, he has all that he needs, you know, and really the energy that counts is the energy that's guiding him within him. It has nothing to do with anything outside of him. He's carrying all of those things. He doesn't need to have, you know, big luggages, you know, big luggage bags and all of these things on his journey, because it can be quite unnecessary, you know. And that's also a sign of detachment, of not hanging on to things and burdens and heavy energy. With the Four of Wands, the challenge is your environment. And it could also be that you might have to root for yourself. Maybe if this is support of others, or you're seeking validation from people around you about something, it may not be your best bet, because I feel like it's 50-50. You have support, and then there's some where you don't have support. So whether that's people actively in your life that support you or don't support you equally, or it could be your spirit guide supporting you and maybe you don't have much support here in your life, or, you know, it's kind of like you have to, again, I'm getting grounding energy. Some of you guys are thinking about what to say, how to approach a situation, how to tell everyone something or announce something. And I feel like that will come by nature. That will come naturally to you. You're being divinely guided as always. So I get heavy attachments to other people that may be outside of this situation. Or if you're completely single, it could be traveling for love, and maybe people think that that's, you know, could be stupid or not smart, or you live in a fantasy world, or whatever people might tell you. And I get, again, like, you're gonna get criticism that is supportive, and criticism that may be stagnant. It could be stagnating, or it could be you know, judgmental energies. But you have to discern for yourself how you wish to approach this. There's a lot of red and yellows energies I'm picking up. So you have to be confident in your stance and what you believe in, and where you're headed, and where you're going, or what you want, and what you feel is best for yourself. You may be seeking validation from another person that it's okay to trust them, that it's okay to, you know, to fall into their arms, or it's okay to be together, or it's okay to, whatever the case may be. And this is a self journey at the end of the day, regardless of if you're choosing to live your life with another person, or start your life on your own and leave the past behind, leave friends, leave family behind physically, maybe not within your heart, of course. That's completely your own personal decision. There's too many energies. Come on, I'm trying to make sense of it. I apologize, but hopefully that made sense. Then you got the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords, I feel like Spirit is telling you, when you reflect, see how your past disappointments, your fears, the things that have hurt you, the challenges, how they may be holding you back, how they are overshadowing your true power, your true confidence, your true creativity. Whatever your journey is, whatever your heart is telling you to follow, or telling you to do, or trust in within yourself, there's like past hurts, confusions, you know, memories of things that were said, things that you told yourself, things that you've witnessed in other people's lives or situations. With this Three of Swords that is ahead of her, because she's holding what looks to be one sword in the hand, so that's the fourth sword. She also has some wands in her hands, or some sticks in her hand, which could be a metaphor for the Four of Wands. Maybe the people that's closest to you, the people in your environment, have been equally supportive and also equally as non-supportive, and have hurt you and have been painful. Maybe they're there to help you heal something and trigger things within you in a loving manner, or maybe in a not so loving manner. But either way it goes, it's meant to serve you. It's meant to show you in what way are you stagnating yourself. And this is the time for you to reflect upon those energies and decide how you want to handle them, how you want to surpass this, how you want to release it and let it go once and for all. Because it's holding you back in a way that it's kind of like suffocating your confidence level, your trust within yourself, the ability to be happy for some of you. The Lover's card comes out again, and I feel like that focus is on your truest heart's desires. It shouldn't be based off of anything outside of you. If it is in regards to a partnership with you and another person, or just the desire for a partnership, period, it shouldn't involve, you know, what my mom will say, what will my friends say, their exes and my exes, like adding all of these other factors and people that are a non-mother effing factor, basically. It's just because your angels and your guides are guiding you and protecting you on this. Like, even if you can't see it, this angel, she's kind of like a shadow in the back, but that doesn't mean she's not there. And I feel like that's Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of God. So you've received the message, and I feel like Spirit's telling you to focus on whatever Spirit has placed upon your heart. Whatever it is that you're committing yourself to, or whoever you are committing yourself to, the path that you're deciding to commit to, or whatever it is that you may have committed to a long time, that is what's guiding you on your journey. And I feel like it's not something, and I said this earlier in another reading, that the Fool card is about a journey within the self. It's not necessarily a destination, because the Fool was himself in the entire journey of the Major Arcana card. He was witnessing things outside of himself, but he was still nonetheless the Fool. Yes, he had to learn the lessons. He had to go through experiences of each Major Arcana, but it did not take away the fact that he was who he was. So as you go through your journey, regardless of what you're experiencing, it's not so much about a destination, because the triumph and the success in the World card is finding that wholeness within the self that was already there. You. The rewards of everything that you've overcome, the things that you've endured, experienced, learned, you get to look back on that. And if you decide to repeat those cycles again, or you can see that how far I've come and it's not even worth going backwards, or I can't go backwards because I've grown, I've evolved, unless I feel like I need to go back and learn something else. But the thing is that with the Lover's card, we choose our heart's desire. We choose whether or not, or it chooses us. It's not something outside of us. It's something within ourselves. So even though we might be looking in the face of another that we love, that love is not necessarily outside. It's within the self. We're just choosing to express it. We're choosing to experience it. We're choosing to let it, allow it to be, allow it to flow, allow it to grow. But it's not something that can be taken or stripped away from you necessarily. Also, this can be, communication is also key between you and another person. I feel like reciprocation is key, being on the same page. So maybe some of you guys might need to really look at the things that your partner or a person of significance is not saying. You know, the energies that are being expressed through actions, you know, their efforts, those types of things are also being weighed upon, because that also too is a choice. You know, we choose whether or not we want to put effort towards something or another person, how much energy we wish to invest in something. So the other party also has a choice to make. The Lovers are free. There's no chains, no restrictions, such as the oh my god, I can't even talk, the Devil card. There's no chains binding the two together to where they cannot be free and liberated within their heart. The energy and the flow is not stagnant. With the Lover's card, it's free-flowing energy, free to choose our paths and our journeys. We're deciding to walk this journey and this path together. And you're going to see that when we choose growth over possession, over control, and we allow the other person to be who they are, because regardless if we allow them to or not, they're going to choose what they want to choose anyway, and vice versa. And I feel like when you both decide, or if you guys decide that this is the path we wish to walk together, it could be talks about marriage. Could be talks of solidifying something with another person. Or you could be having this conversation between you and God of what type of commitment you're really looking for, the prayer that you're asking or seeking. The conclusion is that you guys are going to have to face your fears. Regardless of this, you can't outsmart the universe. You can't outsmart your higher self. These subconscious energies, some of you, they may stalk you to the point where you got to confront these fears. You have to face these things that you're worried about. The Eight of Cups and the Hangman. You not detaching yourself from something that does not serve you, or people or things that just don't serve your highest good, is what's keeping you stuck. And I feel Spirit is trying to teach you something very valuable about this, because your initiation into the next level of your path or your journey, or to a commitment or relationship that is above and beyond what you've experienced in the past, you're keeping yourself from those energies. And what it's going to show you is your fears. You're going to have to face them anyway with the Three of Swords. It's inevitable. But you're powerful enough to do this. And I feel a lot of you guys already know, and you guys already expect that there's some cleanup job that needs to be done. Some of you guys need to know that you're strong enough to handle whatever is here, because you've been through quite a bit, or enough to be able to handle this situation in the best way possible. So the Queen of Wands can represent excuse me, can represent a fire sign woman. It can represent a fire sign feminine energy, or it could just represent a person that's very spiritually in tune and powerful within themselves. In some cases, it could be that you guys are not utilizing that power, seeing the power that you have within you to persevere. Yeah, with the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So, inevitably, I feel like subconsciously you're being guided to overcome these things, because there is something fruitful and abundant that's coming out of this with the Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of investing that's taken place. And you notice that there's a lot of single cards. So again, it's like this is your personal journey. So no matter who you've been with in the past, who you've been married to, who you dated, who you fell in love with, who broke your heart, you invested the energies into this Ten of Pentacles, this ultimate outcome of desire that your heart truly has been seeking. And it's never been about anybody specifically. It's always been about the seed within you, that destination within the self. I feel like it's been about giving birth to this energy, if that makes sense. It's not about anything or anybody else. You're giving birth to something that was already within you, regardless of who you felt like you given your energy away to, or felt like you wasted your time with. You weren't wasting time, you were planting seeds. So if you take it into, example and contents of, I've been with this person and I got to learn what I liked about this type of person, or this person, I took characteristics that I liked about him or her, and then I've also noted the things about this person that I didn't like, so therefore I'm able to, come up with a better idea of the type of partner I'm seeking. Even if you're doing all of this subconsciously, you're making note of it and you're planting seeds, because what it is, it's manifesting the ultimate thing for you when it comes to your connections or partnerships, or if it's certain things that you guys get a chance to have trial and error with your partner, and you guys get to figure out what you guys both need to work towards and what you guys really want. It gives you guys that room, but again, it starts within the self, and that desire to push through. It's your choice. And for some, it's like your higher self is like this, you chose this internally, this is you, this is yours. So it doesn't matter how the package is wrapped. It's the gift that's within the package. So the package being Ben, Sarah, Sally, Jerome, whoever, that doesn't really matter at the end of the day so much. Or the whens and the wheres and the hows of when you're going to receive this gift. What matters is the gift inside. And sometimes we can't see it yet until we open the box, until we realize it, or until it comes together. So you kind of have to just trust Spirit that they know what you're wanting and what you're asking for. So we got a lot of passionate energy. So the Four of Wands, again, is Aries. The Four of Swords is a Libra card. The Gemini with the Lovers, and the Nine of Swords. The Fool card can be taken as an Aquarian card, but I also see it as a Sagittarian card. Three of Swords is also a Libra card. Pisces with the Hangman and the Eight of Cups. The Ten of Wands is Sagittarius energy. Ten of Pentacles is Virgo. Seven of Pentacles is Taurus. And like I said, the Queen of Wands could be a feminine or female fire sign, or it could just represent a very spiritually in tune person. Alright? Person that knows what they want and they get what they want. They have the help that they need around them. It's kind of like an attractive woman that, you know, she's stranded and people will flock to her sister and help her. It's like she just has it like that. So it's kind of like you have to see yourself as capable of handling your situations, but also there's a lot of people that desire to help you, whether it's your angels, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, or just people in your life. And also seeing yourself as desirable as well, and not seeing yourself in this faulty light and sense of not being good enough, regardless if you're male or female, or categorize yourselves as feminine or masculine. So that is the reading. If you guys would like a personal reading with me, feel free to check the description box below for my website. If you guys have any questions about my readings, I would highly suggest emailing me directly. I have 2 different Gmail accounts you guys can email me from. If you guys find that the topic or reading that you're looking for is not available on my website, the general reading is made for you to choose your topic or your questions that you would like if you feel like the other readings are not what you're looking for. I do have emergency readings as well, so just be sure to check my availability, check in with me. If you guys do decide to purchase a reading from my website, please email me to set up booking dates and times. Also, I do have other items on my website, so if you guys are interested, check that out as well. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on Instagram. Until the next reading, peace.